television. Today is a special day because we'll be having two separate discussions, and we'll be starting with the very first one this morning. We're talking about the EAP Summit 2026, and that's the Employee Assistance Program 2026. It has a summit coming up later this month. Across boardrooms, factories, hospitals, and government offices, one issue is becoming impossible to ignore: the well-being of employees. As workplace pressures continue to rise, many organizations are beginning to ask an important question: are we investing enough in the people who keep our businesses running? That conversation takes center stage at the forthcoming EAP Summit 2026. But seated here with us this morning is the managing consultant, Sages and Scribes Consultants, Venerable Adelowo Adeshino. He'll be talking about the EAP Summit and, of course, rights of the employee. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you very much, Adebimpe. Thank you for having me on the conversation this morning.
You're welcome, sir. So let's begin with the basics. Now, what is an employee assistance program?
Employee assistance program is a workplace intervention. Usually the employer, as part of benefit and as part of the strategic business instrument for growth and for development, will invest in the wellness, in the well-being of the employee, so that they can be healthy, they can be productive, and they can perform the different duties, tasks, and functions given to them. It's like taking an insurance on your employees. You develop or devise different wellness program, not just even for the employee in some cases, and their dependents, so that when they are at work, they're fully at work. Okay. They're committed and they're ready to engage and perform.
Okay, thank you for that. Recently, we've been hearing about mental health, and it has become a big debate here in Nigeria and outside Nigeria, of course. So, what does EAP do about mental health? Is it just mental health it deals with, or are there other challenges of the employee they also attend to?
Well, the value drivers for EAP are the 8 pillars of wellness, okay, of which emotional wellness is one. There are 8 pillars of wellness. Those are the value drivers. There's the physical wellness, there's the emotional wellness, there's the family wellness, there is the occupational wellness, there is the financial wellness, there is the spiritual wellness, there is the social wellness, and there is the environmental wellness. So EAP is about holistic health. The whole human person, body, spirit, and soul, is taken total care of, not just the emotional or the mental health. I usually will give an example. If an employee is well placed, well paid, the workplace environment is very conducive, but that person has a child who is abusing substance, that destabilizes every other pillar. And once one of those pillars is not in place, you then find that mentally, emotionally, psychologically, whichever way you want to place it, that person will not be altogether himself. So EAP is about holistic health, not just mental health. Mental health is one of the pillars. It's no less important, but all other wellness factors are just important. If you are financially unwell, you will be most unreasonable and emotionally unwell.
That's very true. I like the case you mentioned now about when you have a child who is abusing substance, it makes the parents, wherever he or she is working, very unstable also. So where or how do the practitioners of EAP, how do they come in? Where do they come in organizations, or do we have like a unit in each organization called EAP? I'd like you to expatiate on that.
There are different models of EAP.
Okay.
Unfortunately, it's a viable resource that we need most in this environment, but we're yet to embrace it. And that's why some of us who have had the privilege of practicing across Africa are really advocating and creating more and more awareness about the value of EAP in Nigeria. EAP is about welfare. In an environment where we don't have a constructive social security and welfare system, it is the next best thing you can begin to look at. Because statistics will show that every employee in this environment will have not less than 10 to 20 dependents.
Okay.
I mean,
as children, family members,
and so on and so forth. And friends who will ask for the urgent 2K. And that is becoming, and then the black tax generally. So EAP will come to the rescue because what it entails is there's number one, the workplace counseling. So when you feel anxious, when you feel stressed, when you feel burnout, when there is no work-life balance, you can approach your EAP practitioner. In some organization, the EAP is domiciled in the company. As part of HR.
Members. As part of HR.
HR. Okay. Or where they have occupational health and medical services, especially in the big corporations. They have an EAP unit that is domiciled in the institution. Any member of the institution can reach, their dependent can reach, and they can seek help. The way that's one model, an in-house facility. Some outsource. I don't want to mention organization. Some outsource EAP, and practitioners like myself provide EAP services for them.
Okay.
Either you have a resident person. We have a 24 hours helpline for some organizations that they can call us anytime, and they will get the desired help. So the way it works is this. You have a challenge, there'll be an assessment. What is the root cause of whatever emotional, financial, occupational? Because, I mean, people talk about the slightest thing you do to people at work now. You are stressing me. You are disturbing my mental health. There will be an assessment or evaluation to really know what the issues are. When you dig deep and you find the root cause, then you then do a therapy plan.
Okay.
You know, either counseling, psychosocial risk assessment and what have you, and whatever needs to be done, or counseling, advisory. Sometimes you may have to refer. I mean, if you have a sleep disorder, for instance, and you get restless at work, and by the time the assessment is done, you will be referred to a sleep therapist or a psychiatrist who will not just counsel you, but prescribe the necessary medication needed, for you.
So, because of time, I'd like us to move straight to this year's summit. The theme for this year's summit is our employees are our greatest asset. Many organizations say this. I know you've mentioned some of these things, but how many truly demonstrate it in practice? And how do you find out, if these organizations are really practicing this?
Well, very few organizations. It's majorly the big corporations, the IOC and the multinationals that have EAP services.
Okay.
We on our part, because we're blessed in the institution I represent.
Okay.
I have had the privilege of practicing EAP across Africa. A few years back, I was given an award in South Africa as an opinion leader in EAP for Africa. And that's when the consciousness dawned on me that we need to do more to create an awareness in this nation. So what we then do is a lot of advocacy. I write a monthly newsletter called the Optima that is published free. We do a monthly webinar called Connect and Learn. It was after I got the award that we then decided that we will do an annual summit, which is bigger than the Optima or the Connect and Learn, so that it is coming into the public glare. And then we got involved other stakeholders like CIPM. When you are talking of Employee Assistance Program, the other flip is NECA, Nigerian Employers Consultative Association. Okay. So we came together and we did the first EAP Summit. Okay. That was 4 years ago. The theme of that summit is the value driver for EAP itself. Okay. That is employee wellness for productivity and performance. Okay. The second summit was at the time when there was a lot of labor crisis in the country. The issue of minimum wage, we're going to go on strike, we're not going to go on strike. And then we came up with the summit that it is not money that we should be looking at. It should be holistic welfare. If you increase salaries, the landlord will increase his rent, transporters will increase transport fare, the woman at the market will increase, and at the end of the day, the employee will be worse off. So the theme of that second summit was employee wellness from wages to welfare. Employee wellness from wages to welfare. The third summit, which was last year, again, we look at relevant topical issues. The third summit was employee wellness, the imperative of social and health insurance. I mean, so a lot of us will dip into our pocket to pay for health. Can we begin to look at a national health system? Can we make Ilera Eko in Lagos, for instance, work? Can we increase the coverage? Can we increase the effectiveness? Can we increase the efficaciousness of the system in place? This year's summit is looking at, we mount it. Organizations will even put it on their wall. Our employee are our greatest asset. But what percentage of profit is actually plowed back to make sure that comfort is provided for the employee? What percentage of the corporate investment is used for people's development, people's welfare, people's health, such that indeed we will consider them as assets, not just a factor of production to be used and dumped.
So who are those will be expecting, to attend this summit?
This year we're very, very fortunate because we have reached out not just to the corporate world. Okay. We have the biggest employers in this nation is the public sector.
Is us.
This year, we have got the consent and the confirmation of the Lagos State Commissioner for Finance to be at the opening ceremony and to give a goodwill message. We have invited the chairman of the Civil Service Commission along with about 6 other directors, so that we need to begin to make an inroad. I must say that Lagos State, being the first among equals, had been contemplating adopting EAP as an employee benefit. We've reached into that. Then the other thing we're looking at this year, we're bringing a lot of novelty into it. Getting the civil service involved is one. Two is that whatever you do now, you must think technology, you must think of digitalization.
Okay.
So it allows for coverage. I told you that we have a 24-hour telephone service, which means we can be reached from anywhere in the world.
Yes,
so we are going to demonstrate technology for assessment, for therapy, and is one of the things. And we're going to go beyond.
This is how far we can go for now. So, okay, just finish this, then we'll go.
We're going to go even a step further.
Okay.
A wellness firm will be on ground that everybody who so desire at the summit, there are appliances that you just go on it and it will do a total assessment of your health condition.
Thank you
so
very
those
much.
are the things we're looking at doing.
Forward to at the summit. Thank you very much.
Thank
Venerable Adelowo Adeshino, Managing Consultant, Sages and Scribes Consultants. And he's been talking about the Employee Assistance Program Summit 2026 coming up on the 12th and 13th of August 2026 at the Necker House Business District, Alausa, Ikeja, Lagos. Time is 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. every day of August 12th and 13th. We'll go on a short break. When we come back, we will start the next conversation. Stay with us.